Hey everyone, we have a great episode of Game Nights coming up featuring very special guests, the Professor and Melissa DeTora.
And we're also happy to announce that this episode is brought to you by Card Kingdom. You may have heard us say in the past that the future of Game Nights is a little bit uncertain, so we're always looking for ways to keep it afloat.
And one of the best ways to do that is by using our affiliate link, cardkingdom.com/GameNights. Just make sure you enter that in the next time you go to buy some Magic singles.
You're going to buy Magic cards anyway. If you use the affiliate link when you do it, then you'll be making sure that Game Nights sticks around and continues to happen.
Another thing that's going to stick around? Free giveaways. That's
Woo-hoo!
right. Free stuff sent to your mailbox for winners of the giveaway. And to find out how to enter, just stick around till the end of the episode. Also, a lot of you have asked what app we use for life totals. And guess what? We made our own.
We totally made our own.
And it's free to download. So all you have to do, wait till the end of the episode and we'll give you more details.
All right, on to the game.
Let's go.
Oh, hello. I'm the professor from Tolarian Community College, a rival YouTube channel to the Command Zone.
Rival?
Wait, we're not rivals?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Game Nights. We've got two very special guests on the show today.
Hey, I'm Melissa DeTora. I work at Wizards of the Coast in Magic R&D, so I make Magic the Gathering.
And Melissa, you were also formerly a professional player, is this right?
Oh, this is true. I played in 18 Pro Tours. I've been playing Magic for almost 20 years now. Playing on the Pro Tour since 2003.
So I am choosing to play Chromat today. Actually, that's a complete lie. The real general of this deck, the real commander, is Nekusar. So the deck is all about making everybody draw a lot of cards and then eventually causing them to take damage for all the cards they're drawing or cards in their hand and stuff like that. So Nekusar is hidden within the deck so nobody sees it coming. Very sneaky.
So I had a lot of choices about which deck to bring, and today I decided to bring one of my favorites, Kaseto, Orochi Archmage. This deck is a snake tribal synergy deck that plays off of Kaseto's ability to make any target creature unblockable until end of turn, but pump it up +2/+2 if it's a snake. It's definitely aggro, it's definitely tribal, and it's definitely a lot of fun to pilot.
Today I'm going to be playing Karametra. What this deck does is I have these cards called Enchantresses. So all of my cards are enchantments, so I can just keep my engine going. Every time I play a card, I draw a card.
Today I'm going to be playing one of my favorite decks. It is Intet the Dreamer. It's a very simple deck. All it's aiming to do is play huge dragons, swing at people, make copies of more dragons, copy them again, keep swinging, and do as much damage as possible. Pretty excited to play against the Professor. He is a hilarious guy, and he also is very unpredictable.
He's your sort of classic loose cannon.
He's playing this snake deck, and I played against it before. He usually kills me on turn 5 with it with like some infect snake, and he pumps it a bunch.
He sort of takes glee in backstabbing. I have died to the Professor before when I had a deal made with him, so I'm going to be watching out for that.
Hopefully I can find ways to make some deals with him so I don't die to Kaseto immediately.
My goal against him is to just not die to this stupid snake.
So Jimmy's playing Intet. It's not one that I see a lot, at least not in my circles. I don't know what to expect.
Like, I guess I'm thinking a lot of dragons. He did mention that he wanted to play a dragon deck earlier, so maybe that's what he's doing.
It's one of those decks where it doesn't look very scary. It's like, big dumb dragons or whatever, and then all of a sudden Jimmy does his normal Jimmy thing, which is he sort of like quadruples the amount of damage he can do all of a sudden, or he makes, 15 tokens that you weren't expecting, and they have haste.
So Josh is playing this 5-color deck.
Talk about commanders you do not know what they do.
So Josh's deck is really great because it enables everyone else's deck to draw cards and make sure they have sort of a consistent game. At the same time, out of nowhere, it can play a few cards and make everyone discard their hand, draw a bunch, and take 1 billion damage and all die at the same time.
This looks like 5-color nonsense, and I would expect nothing else from Josh Lee Kwai.
So Melissa is playing a Karametra Enchantress deck.
I've gone up against this deck of hers before. It's big, it's mean, it's white and green.
I think it's really exciting that Melissa plays Commander because she used to be a pro player.
She's clearly the best player we've ever had on the show.
Now she literally makes the cards of the game.
Like, she works on the design and development team.
It'll be interesting to see if Melissa handles politics at all, or if she sort of ignores it and just goes with a more traditional game of Magic.
Prof, Jimmy, and I all know that Melissa's the best player, so I'm hoping that that'll sort of help to balance the scales a little bit.
She needs to be the prime target for everyone. This isn't Commander, it's Arch Enemy.
Okay, guys, so I guess it's becoming a tradition. We got
That's right.
the newest playmats for you all. Well, Prof brought his own.
Of course.
Welcome to game nights.
Welcome to game nights.
Only one may stand. Okay, all right, hang on. What is going on here?
Well, I noticed that you had such sriracha style last time that I had to be completely on theme with my Doge sleeves, my RL Doge, my Doge shirt, 3 Doge Moon over here.
I feel like I'm being one-upped.
I mean, you are, so... I mean, I got the power of Kiwi behind me, right, Kiwi? Kiwi's like, I do not, why am I here?
Hi, Kiwi. Your dad is kind of a jerk. Stealing my thunder. What do you think about that?
What do you think about this, Kiwi? What do you think about this?
Everybody good?
We're all good?
Okay. Crumbling Necropolis.
Oh,
Go.
tap land. Play Breeding Pool.
Orin Reef the Vastwood comes into play tapped.
Wooded foothills. Sacrifice it for a savanna. Exploration.
Oh!
And my second land is Command Tower. I had an exploration turn 1, which is a great start for my deck because I could play 2 lands a turn and just be so far ahead of everyone else.
Oh gosh, it has begun.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
We got problems already, everybody. Sandstep Citadel. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Nice. So I keep a pretty normal opening hand without any ramp in it. Rootbound Crag, and I'll pass turn.
Tap 2, and we'll bring out Blade of Selves.
Ooh,
Scary.
this card is nuts.
I'm nervous dropping such a high priority item in terms of people who have removal, but that's kind of how Commander works.
Pass turn.
If it's gonna get removed, it's gonna get removed. I'd rather just play the card and hope to have some fun.
Play an Enchantress's Presence.
So
Alright.
the card drawings is on, the ramp's on.
I already had 2 more enchantments in my hand, so I knew that I was going to get a really good engine going. Every turn I was going to play at least 2 spells, draw a card for each spell I play, and play 2 lands a turn.
She's already the best player. She probably has the strongest deck, and she's off to the best start.
So I was feeling really good at that point.
We're in trouble. I'll tap 3, and I will play Fevered Visions.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
so we all draw 2.
And once everyone's drawing a lot of cards, then I'm likely to draw into more cards that are going to have everybody draw more cards, and that just kind of can get you rolling.
It's mildly annoying, but I like the card draw, so I can't complain, and I'm at a pretty high life total, so you know what? I'll roll with it. I'm gonna play a Shaman of Forgotten Ways. So I play it, everyone sees it and is like, oh, he's gonna ramp out more creatures with that, which is exactly the reaction I want people to have, because in my mind, I'm thinking, if this creature sticks around and I can get to that mana, I can sneakily win the game with it.
Jimmy, down to 35.
Thank you, Fevered Visions.
Well, you did 3 of it to yourself.
That's true.
So let's bring out a saber-tooth cobra.
Wait, is that a
Is that an infect poison creature?
Kind of.
So Prof plays this card, and it's one of these old cards in Magic, and the text on it is just kind of like confusing.
Before the upkeep step.
So you can pay it like right away, basically.
Yeah.
Just
At the
before.
beginning.
Yeah.
But can you pay at the beginning? Is it a trigger?
I don't know how that works.
That's the
Well,
Oracle?
Well, that does
It's
not
the
sound like
Oracle.
a trigger to me. It sounds like you
Yeah.
have to pay it during
You-
your turn or something.
Well, could you do it untap and then pay it during untap? No.
Pretty weird. Had a lot of words on it.
I'm still not sure how the card works, but I'm like, whatever, we'll figure it out, or I'll just ignore it. I don't know.
I feel like everyone is complaining about my Cobra too much. It's a really simple card. If it hits you, you get a poison counter, and if you don't pay the 2, you get another one. What's the big deal?
Well, when do you pay the 2?
Before your upkeep.
But like when?
Before your upkeep.
When's that trigger happen? Where
Anytime. This is not complicated. I'm an English major and I can handle this. Everyone's just complaining. All right, so draw my card for Fevered Visions, and I take 2 damage.
I'm gonna
cards.
play Sigil of the Empty Throne.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's bad.
She's just gonna start getting angels for every card she plays.
So every time I play an enchantment, I'm gonna draw a card and make a 4/4 angel.
And it's turn 3.
Okay, this is really bad.
I don't even know how much longer we're gonna last in this game, honestly, because I'm not even 2 enough mana to do anything good. You know, definitely can't wipe all this stuff away. And now we have to wipe away all enchantments and creatures if she gets a bunch of angels. Like, this is just really bad.
So at that point, I feel like I can't lose.
I hope one of you has enchantment removal for that sigil.
I hope one of you has enchantment removal for that sigil. Well, I don't. What do you want me to say?
At the end of my turn, I will draw a card for Fevered Visions and take 2.
Nice. Fevered Visions in 1 round
done
has
6
done
damage.
6 damage.
I just want to keep a little dice to see how much damage Fever Vision does total throughout the game. All right, I'm gonna play Walking Archive.
Wow.
Turn.
What is your advantage to doing this?
So many cards.
Drawing lots of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, drawing a lot of
So
cards.
many cards.
Now everybody's drawing 3 cards per turn, and the momentum can just start to go, where that'll hopefully draw me into even more card draw effects. And at this moment, everybody's worried about Melissa because she looks scary, and I can just sit over here, get everybody drawing cards, and then go blah. And that blah means, you know, damage to all right, forget it.
I'm gonna tap all my manas, all 4 of it, and I'm gonna cast Decimate. Ooh. So I get to destroy an artifact, creature, enchantment, and a land. And this may be the best Decimate I've ever played in my life. I'm
Okay.
gonna definitely target the Sigil of the Empty Throne.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna target the Blade of Selves.
Oh.
The creature I'm gonna kill is the Walking Archive, and then the land I'm gonna blow up is your Selesnya Sanctuary. I'm feeling really good because this sort of resets everyone to the same position. I had to take a turn off, but I essentially got a sweet 4-for-1 and got rid of 4 huge threats that were all threatening to be really, really bad for me in the long run.
That was a
Man.
card.
Like, it was annoying, but I didn't think it was that bad because I still had my engine going. I'm still gonna be drawing all these cards, and I can rebuild pretty easily.
You know, it used to be like this. This is all of us. Here's Melissa. And he kind of went, no, I'll take it.
Okay, end of turn, I'm gonna draw a card for Fevered Visions and take 2 damage.
Oh yeah, we've done 8 damage.
I'm going to move to declare attackers.
Okay.
And I am going to attack Melissa.
All right, so I take 2, and I get a poison.
I know, more so than Josh and Jimmy, just how big of a threat that deck is, let alone being piloted by one of the greatest minds in Magic. Need to send a message, need to take a stance here, swinging in at Melissa. There's no hesitation. I'm going to do a green, a blue, and a blue to bring in my commander. Entering the field, Kaseto, our revered ancestors.
Shouldn't it be our revered ancestors?
Yeah. I'm going to bring in Kaseto, Orochi Archmage.
Please play this
Our
whole thing through.
Our revered ancestor, Soshiro, gave us wisdom greater than poison and fangs.
Can you pass the turn now?
Draw for Fevered Visions, and I take 2 damage.
All right, now we're up to 10.
At the beginning of my upkeep, I did not pay for this, so I must take a poison.
Oh my.
This is so complicated.
I will play a Soul Ring, and then I will play Sterling Grove.
Oh, great
So
card.
first I'll draw a card
Yep.
off of Enchantress's Presence.
Yep.
All right, after that I'll pay 5 for this commander guy here. Karametra, God of Harvest.
Draw a card. Boy,
So-
that's a decent turn.
All right, I'm done.
Fevered Visions.
Fevered Visions. I draw a card and take 2.
All right, Fevered Visions up to 12 damage now.
So I don't really get what Josh's end game with the Fevered Visions is.
There you
Good
go.
thing we start at 40.
Yeah, right.
Fevered Visions doing work.
It made him happy though. He was so happy, he was smiling, putting dice on it.
I'm gonna propaganda. So propaganda on the table makes me feel really safe. It's just hard for a lot of creatures to come at me. So it's just like a good cushion of time that I'm going to have.
Okay. We will not be attacking you unless we feel like
Pay
paying
2?
mana.
Yeah.
And who wants to do that?
Who
wants to do
Then
that?
I'll Fevered Visions and pass turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try and do as much as I can. I'm gonna tap 5 mana and play a Gilded Lotus. I will
more.
tap another 5 to play Kiki Jiki.
Oh,
Mirror
wow.
Breaker. So now with Kiki Jiki on the board, I'm very scared because someone might get rid of it. Kiki Jiki is a ridiculous creature. I'm gonna go to my end step, draw for Fevered Visions, and take 2 damage.
Let's go ahead and spend green and a blue to have Kaseto give Kaseto +2/+2 and can't be blocked until end of turn. And then I'm going to spend 2
To give the other
to
guy.
give the snake +2/+2 and can't be blocked until end of turn.
They're both 4/4s that can't be blocked.
That is correct.
Pretty good.
And I am going to swing at Jimmy with both.
Whoa.
Wow.
Didn't see that coming.
That's right.
Prof, come on, man. Melissa, look at her board. She has 11 lands on turn 5. 11 lands on turn 5. That's twice as many as everyone else. It is looking so dire. I will take 8 damage. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
This actually is really bad because now my life total is getting dangerously low. Professor can just kill me at some point with his unblockable creatures. This deck is meant to swing creatures out, not get rid of other things that much.
Fevered Visions.
Draw a card for Fevered Visions and take 2.
Sigarda. So first, I search for a forest or plains
Yeah.
and put it into play tap.
This is terrifying. So Melissa, she got decimated and didn't even really blink.
What do I want to do?
She's doing all kinds of high value things. Her board's getting out of control.
If you sort of trip somebody and instead of falling over, they're actually like running faster after it, that's scary. So that's felt like what happened.
I'm gonna play a Darksteel mutation on your Snake Man.
Whoa, what does that do?
No more unblockable.
It's a great card against a commander because the commander just sits there and play, doesn't go back to the command zone, and it just turns it into nothing.
Thank goodness, Prof's ability to kill me out of nowhere is now almost nullified because Kaseto is just a 0/1 bug.
So now it's a bug. Yay.
That's actually really mean.
It's great.
I don't
Anyway,
fight him. I don't.
I'll play Windswept Sheath as my first land.
She says that's really mean. Anyway.
Anyway,
Then I will play a Herald of the Pantheon, and then Karametra will have me find a land. At this point, I'm just like really starting to go off. Every time I play a spell, I get to search for a land and draw a card.
Look at her board.
it's pretty sweet. Looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
She only played like 17 cards this turn.
All right, Prof, I will attack you with the Karametra.
Well,
for
I mean,
6.
you already did the Dark Steel mutation. You're supposed to spread it around.
You're right, but Jimmy's at 23, and I can't attack Josh.
Plus, you gave her 2 poison counters.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
I do nothing.
Okay,
Take 6.
so you take 6, and then I'm done, and I will draw a card for Fevered Visions and not take 2.
Wow, the
Wait.
first time.
Wait.
I don't have a lot of lands in my hand, and I'm hoping to hit land drops, so I'm gonna play Heuristic Study, and I'm hoping that I can draw enough cards to just continue to hit my land drops, and off of that, I'll find another spell that makes everybody draw cards.
Josh, this entire time, is doing what I fear the most from him, which is building a giant fort around him.
And at this moment, it seems like nobody's looking at Josh as a problem. You know, Prof is attacking Jimmy out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Everybody's worried about Melissa because she looks scary.
He has combo kills in his deck, and I know that if he's able to build up enough mana, hold up a counterspell or two, he should be able to just win the game out of nowhere. I'm gonna play a Utvara Hellkite.
This dragon thing might be a problem.
Yeah.
I do need to send some love back to the Professor, potentially.
No, I'm not even.
He did just hit you right out of nowhere, but
It wasn't out of nowhere. He was talking smack.
he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before we started.
Yeah.
Okay.
That counts in Commander.
That's true. Last week counts.
Yeah.
My main goal is now spread my threats out so that people don't know which thing to get rid of, and hopefully they ignore the Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. Because as long as I have 8 power on the board, next turn I'm going to have enough mana with a Nykthos and a Gilded Lotus in play to be able to essentially say, great, everyone dies. Okay, so I have 5 red devotion here, so I'm going to tap 2 and Nykthos to make 5 red mana, and then I will drop Furnace of Wrath.
Double
I like
all
this
the
one,
damage.
Josh. So
Double
Man.
Wow, someone could die right now.
So I'm gonna use Kiki Jiki to copy Utvara Hellkite, make a token of Utvara Hellkite. I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing at Professor for 6 in the air. Because a dragon I control attacked, that's gonna create a 6/6 dragon from the Utvara Hellkite trigger. And Professor, that is going to be 12 damage coming at you if you can't block it.
Well, turns out I can't.
Alright, so Professor, you take 12. So you go to 16. Okay, at the end of the turn, the token gets exiled. Fever Vision is going to trigger. I'm going to draw and take 4 damage now because of Furnace of Wrath. So I go
Wow.
to 19.
Yep.
How do you feel about that, Prof?
There will be repercussions.
Well,
Maybe not this game, but
Maybe
there
not.
will be repercussions.
Okay, all right. I'll take that.
They're not going to see this one coming. And if I can pull this off, I don't care whether I win or lose. Draw. This is going to be so cool. And all I need is someone I swing at to be cocky enough not to block. I am going to attack Jimmy with my 0/1
Indestructible.
indestructible beetle.
I will not block.
In response, He fell for it. Ninja of the Deep Hours Ninjutsu.
Whoa! Whoa!
Ninjutsu bounces Kaseto back to my hand. Jimmy gets hit. I draw a card. The Dark Steel mutation is gone. The commander will be recast next turn and causing all kinds of havoc.
Okay, so he does 2 damage to me, and you may now draw a card.
That's
Which
4.
is actually
He'll
4
do 4
damage.
damage.
4 damage, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I look like I know what I'm doing, which is nice.
He ninjutsus out a card and pretends like it's the greatest play in the world. It was actually a pretty good play.
Oh, he had the perfect answer to Dark Steel Mutation. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Ninjas rule ninja pose.
Ninja pose.
Ninja pose! Oh my gosh, Prof has a great ninja pose.
Pretty good.
He caught me out of nowhere. We hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. We're here to remind you that this show is brought to you by CardKingdom.com. So make sure you use our affiliate link, CardKingdom.com/GameNight, the next time you go to order some singles.
In fact, you might want to go right now and order something like Ninja of the Deep Hours, because it turns out that card is pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And you get to do your own ninja pose. There's also Enquête on sale right now too, so I would highly recommend it.
All right, let's get back to the game. And Jimmy, let's see how you deal with getting blown out like
I
that.
don't want to talk about it. All right, let's get back to it.
So I'm looking over at Jimmy, and he's being real sly. And all of a sudden, ding, 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 I notice he has Formidable.
Listen,
Cool.
there's a threat we need to be aware of. It's Shaman of the Forgotten Ways next turn.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, Josh very correctly points out to the entire board that Shaman of the Forgotten Ways is there, and that the biorhythm effect, probably because it would just murder him outright, is going to cause a lot of damage.
I pass, draw a card,
It's very bad for you, because you die immediately.
It's just very bad.
take 2
yeah.
for Fevered Visions. Wow, that sucks.
All right, so first I'm gonna tap 1 mana for a Nyx Fleece Ram.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are gonna happen.
It's a creature and an enchantment.
First,
right?
I'm gonna gain 1 life. Then I'm going to use Mistveil Plains to put this on the bottom of my library.
Sigil of the Empty Throne. Oh, nice.
Then I'm going to search for a Forest or Plains.
Because of Karametra.
Then I am going to draw a card off of Enchantress's Presence. Jeez. All that for 1 Nyx Fleece Ram.
You know what I say to that? Ah.
That was a good one, actually.
Thanks.
No, that was
Bring
just
it in.
bad.
1 white for Mastery of the Unseen. Gain 1 life. Draw 1 card.
Oh my gosh.
At the table, we're all talking about how the Shaman of the Forgotten Ways is going to kill us because we all have like very few creatures. I'm gonna play a Stony Silence.
So no more mana rocks. Well, there goes the Gilded Lotus.
Uh-huh.
So the Gilded Lotus will be shut off, which means you won't be able to activate Shaman. All right, attack you, pay
Paying
2.
2. Yep. Take 12.
It is commander damage, right? So
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I'm done. I'm gonna draw a card from Fevered Visions and not take 2.
So, Melissa completely misses the fact that I have a Nykthos on the board. And I have 8 Devotion and 8 mana that I can make off of that single land. So I'm set. I'm giggling on the inside. I cannot wait to use Shaman of the Forgotten Ways and just kill people with it. That's incredible.
And so on my turn, I'm literally looking at a hand that has no answers to Shaman of the Forgotten Ways.
This is it. I'm gonna win the game right here if Josh just passes the turn.
And I draw my card.
All right, we're going to Hallowed Burial.
No! My Shaman! Wow, dodge the bullet, Josh.
I literally just drew it too.
So got super lucky. Whew. Disaster averted.
I feel awful. I feel bad. I don't even know what I'm gonna do at this point.
Pass turn, draw for Fevered Visions.
I'm gonna play Consecrated Sphinx.
Oh my god, that's
okay.
so good against my
Okay.
deck.
Okay.
My main plan at this point is rebuild the hand, hopefully draw out of it.
So at the end of my turn, I will draw 1 card and take 4 damage.
And to top it all off, the Furnace of Wrath I played is now just going to kill me. Fevered Visions is just gonna keep hammering me in the face for 4 damage each time.
All right, green and 3 for Kaseto again, but he returns. And then
So good.
I think we need to spend 2 for some Swiftfoot boots.
Oh.
Hexproof and haste.
Oh,
And I just realized I can't equip it because of Stony Silence. Stony Silence really hurts my deck. The boots are a major part of the fast action of my deck. I play a creature, I equip the boots for 1, I can make it unblockable for 2, and swing in, oftentimes with a pumped up creature. I can't equip the boots, I gotta wait a whole turn, there's 3 other players, removal is heavy. That Stony Silence is really ticking me off.
I'm gonna untap all of these permanents. During my upkeep, I'm going to do something. I'm going to play Stasis Snare on the Consecrated Sphinx.
Oh, Melissa got rid of my Consecrated Sphinx, and I couldn't even draw that many cards off it because she played the card during her upkeep.
I'm gonna play an Aura of Silence. So my deck plays a lot of hate enchantments, and basically they just are really annoying cards for opponents, but not for me.
I'm in a position where I don't have any ramp, so I don't have extra mana to begin with. And now I can't even play out more than one artifact a turn, so that thing that I want to do where I want to just burst forward and do something out of nowhere by playing 2 or 3 spells, the tax from Aura of Silence is just stopping me from doing that.
I'm gonna Maze of It.
Maze of It.
Oh, pretty nice.
There's so much scary stuff out there, and so I decided to just play nothing because I have to keep my answers up.
I think I just passed.
I'm gonna play Sylvan Library.
At this point, I mean, my entire board was wiped out by Holobario. I feel awful because I just need as much as I can at this point to rebuild.
And then I'm gonna tap 6 to play my commander.
Intet is basically my last hope of drawing more cards to search for some way to not die to Fevered Visions.
Okay, I'll pass turn. Fever Vision is gonna trigger. I'm gonna draw and take 4 damage.
Dude, that your own Furnace of Wrath is destroying you.
Yeah, I was hoping to, win the game before then, but then you had to just top deck Holobario.
Better to be lucky than good.
Let's go ahead and give Kaseto +2/+2 and can't be blocked, making it a 4/4. +2/+2 and can't be blocked, making it a 6/6. +2/+2 and can't be blocked, making it an 8/8.
Eggs,
Move
meat,
to
basket.
declare.
Before you declare your attacks, Professor, even though you can kill me right now, I don't think it's in your best interest to kill me right now.
Attack Jimmy and kill him.
Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. 1 second, Professor. I'm gonna ask you to reconsider, Prof, because I will give you the rest of my turns to help you as much as possible if you don't kill me right now.
A gentleman's agreement, you will not do anything
I will
to
not
hurt
do
me?
anything to you. You can
Right.
do 16 damage because of Furnace of Wrath to anyone else. I have 7
I think
life.
Since they've agreed, it's probably a good idea for us to agree because,
Sure.
I attack Melissa.
Okay, I can't do anything about that. I can't block. So it's 8, which is actually 16.
Yep.
Commander damage.
Cool, I can kill her next turn.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. But that was sort of the unpredictability of Prof that I am always on the lookout for, which is like, you could just die out of nowhere because Prof feels like it.
Pass turn, draw for your stupid Fevered Visions that
Take
I'm
4.
really sick of it. Take 4, which I'm really sick of.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna use Mastery of the Unseen to make a manifest token. So my life total is getting pretty low, and Prof had this snake that became unblockable that I just couldn't deal with. I pay 7 for Karametra.
Okay.
Draw a card off of Enchantress's Presence. Then I'm gonna pay 5 for Acidic Slime. And I had a bunch of choices to make at that point, so I could target either the Propaganda, the Ristic Study, the Fevered Visions was an option, but the card that I was really looking at was the Furnace of Wrath, because that card could just kill out of nowhere.
Where are you gonna blow up?
Probably the Furnace of Wrath. Like, I think that dragon's gonna kill me, so yeah, I'll blow up the Furnace of Wrath.
I won't kill you with the dragon if
Wow.
you destroy the Fever Visions.
I see.
I'll strike a deal with you too.
Jeez, so many
But
deals.
she just struck a deal with him.
There
That's
are
weird.
so many deals happening. So there's a lot of table talk going on. I am pretty sure that I am just dead, but in Commander you can make deals, which is pretty weird for me.
I tell you what,
Okay.
Melissa, I'll protect you from the Intet.
So I end up making a deal with Josh to save me from the Intet that was going to kill me. Yeah, I'll blow up the Furnace of Wrath.
Okay.
This is just not something that happens in competitive Magic. There are no deals. I didn't know what was going on, but other people are making deals, so I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't want to die, I'll make a deal. Let's see what happens.
Draw.
So once again, it's very scary out there on the board, and I don't feel safe playing anything out of my hand because I'll have to tap mana, and I have answers to things that I can play at instant speed.
Problem is my hand protects me really well right now from dying, but it doesn't actually.
Do anything.
So I decided to just pass the turn because I just don't want to die all of a sudden out of nowhere to somebody who just looks at me and goes, well, I can kill you right now, I just will.
Go ahead.
Prof, how much damage can you do next turn?
To who?
To whatever, right?
I can kill her with commander damage.
He can do 8 damage.
You can do 8 damage?
8
Okay,
commander.
I see.
No furnace,
Well, you still have a Maze of It on the battlefield.
which I am avowed to protect her
From his
Intet,
dragon.
From Intet with, yes. She's on her own against Kaseto.
Yeah, I messed up. I'm dead.
Who says I'm
see.
going to kill you? Maybe
Prof-
we could make an agreement.
How much damage
Prof
have you done
is
to...
a very,
Oh, hold up. You did a lot of
unpredictable type.
damage. He's at 12 commander from you too,
Yeah.
so you can kill Josh next turn, right?
Oh, I'd love to kill Josh.
He thinks he can.
Oh, because of the Maze of Ith. Gee, wouldn't
makes
that be
me
a
use it, though.
Oh, you have to use. He has to use the Maze of Ith if you attack her with the dragon.
Yes, I have made that truce.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing at you with Intet the Dreamer.
Amazing.
Maze.
All right.
Second main, Gigantoplasm.
Whoa!
My dragon deck has a ton of clone effects in it because how do you get more dragons? You clone them. I'm gonna target Acidic Slime.
Nice.
And I'm gonna blow up the Fevered Vision.
Whoa! Nice.
That Fevered Visions did some work, though. It really did. That was like... It was the little Fevered Visions that could.
Finally, I feel like I have a teeny bit of breathing room.
Jimmy, who should I kill?
Well, here's the thing. If you kill Melissa, Josh will be able to unleash because he's no longer bound by her enchantment. If you try and kill Josh, you'll make him use a card out of his hand, most likely.
Don't kill me, and then I'll kill him and Jimmy. And then
it'll be just us against each other?
To the death?
Sure.
Whoa.
Wow,
That's the agreement.
That was a quick
you kill me last?
Sure.
You kill me last? So now I'm starting to notice everybody I'm about to kill is making a deal with me, and I'm wondering where this leaves me.
So I end up making a deal with 2 people to just not die when I really thought I was gonna die.
And we'll bring out an Orochi Egg Watcher.
Okay, gotta make 10 dudes and then bad stuff happens. Got it.
Yeah, that's not... that's pass turn.
End of turn. Flip up a manifest. It's an Oromancer.
You don't get the trigger, right?
No, but I do get the Mastery of the Unseen.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 life. So my life total is getting a little bit low, and it's not really much, but it definitely helped things out a bit. I will play a Nargothian Enchantress.
So you're just gonna draw more cards?
Yeah.
Melissa's just going out of control.
After that, I will sacrifice the Sterling Grove.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a Karmic Justice, put it on top. Looks like I'm making some kind of move here because I'm playing like all these very risky cards.
Are you?
She's making a move.
So I'm gonna play Starfield of Nyx.
Oh.
And that turns all of her enchantments into creatures. And so now instead of only having like a few creatures, she has a ton. And she can absolutely swing at me for lethal.
This is like one of the riskiest cards to play in this deck because you just have all of your enchantments vulnerable. Because once you have that in play, suddenly all their creature removal just turns on.
And this is when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die now. Prof wasn't able to kill me, but she can because she has a billion creatures.
So how big are they? They're equal to their CMC?
Yes. Sarah Sink.
Oh boy.
Okay, how many enchantments do you have?
9. So only 9.
It's not that good.
No.
I'm not impressed.
This is like a turn where I had to make a move, so I just swung everything at Josh, knowing something bad could happen, but I just had to go for it there. So these 4 things are at Josh, and the Acidic Slime is at Jimmy.
The Starfield of Nyx is going to be my best friend here. Because by turning all of her enchantments into creatures, she actually opened herself up to getting blown out by the card in my hand.
Evacuation.
Oh, this is gonna ruin her. Every single permanent she has on the board is now a creature.
It's going to bounce everything that I have back to my hand.
It's gonna set her back so much and give us, again, everyone at the table just a little bit of breathing room to hopefully catch back up.
Okay, I'm gonna respond. But I have this Aura of Silence in play that can destroy an enchantment. Sacrifice the Aura of Silence to destroy the Starfield of Nyx.
Oh, smart.
Nice.
Now, all of the creatures are back to enchantments. They're not creatures anymore. So the evacuation doesn't hit any of them.
It saves me from dying, which is good, but it's not the blowout that I had planned.
Man, I did not see that play. That was good.
And once again, here's the person that was running, got tripped, and ends up somehow running faster when it's over rather than falling over. Like, she doesn't look like it hurt her that much.
She is able to keep all of her enchantments on the board, and her engine is just able to keep churning on.
And then I will replay this. Nargothian Enchantress. So everyone is just throwing this stuff at me. There's Decimate, Halaburial, Evacuation, and it just isn't that bad because I can rebuild so quickly.
All right, Josh, your turn.
Well, we lived.
We did. Give me a turn, I'll try and stack as much damage as I can in.
You've already made deals with me and Melissa. You can't make one with Josh.
I can make as many deals as I want, technically, right?
Jeez, it got so complicated with all the deals.
Okay, I played Ghostly Prison, and then I played Glacial Chasm.
Well, it'll make me feel better.
Now we're
Now
never
you'll
attacking
definitely
you.
feel better, yeah.
And then passes the turn.
I'll tap 4 and play Sneak Attack.
Whoa.
Seems good.
That's a real card.
Neck attack?
I'm gonna pay a red to Sneak Attack Intet the Dreamer in. It has haste, and I'll swing at Melissa for 6.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, I'm gonna sacrifice the creature. It goes back to my command zone.
Yep.
No pass turn.
I'm going to tap 3 for Kaseto, Orochi Archmage. Then, unfortunately, I'm going to just pass. I don't have much I can do here.
I'm gonna play Sigil of the Empty Throne.
It's back.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Then I will play Karametra. So I'm going to get a 4/4 Angel token and draw 2 cards.
So Melissa starts to really go off. This turn is pretty crazy.
Then I will play Heliod, Oromancer, Sterling Grove, Karmic Justice, Sigarda.
And every time she plays a card, she triggers Karametra, Sigil of the Empty Throne, and her enchantresses.
Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. Find a land. Get a 4/4 Angel token. Angel token. Angel token.
I've seen this before because I've played her deck before and I knew it was coming. I
guess I'm done here. Go ahead.
This turn I know is the turn because I feel like if I can untap one more time, I have a good chance of having enough mana to finally win the game.
Tap 4, play Collective Restraint.
Yep, now we really can't attack you.
So I just have to live through this turn. I know Melissa has some plays in mind, and I've been holding all my instant speed stuff, and I have a ton of Pillow Fort stuff. She has to pay 9 mana to attack me with a creature. I have Glacial Chasm in play so that I can't even take damage. I'm feeling pretty confident.
I'm going to play Food Chain.
Nice.
I'm not going to kill anyone this turn, but I'm just going to do as much damage as I can.
Being at 7 life, you're just not really given that many opportunities to do anything impactful.
I'm going to pay a red to sneak attack Gigantoplasm. It's going to copy Kaseto, Orochi Archmage.
Oh no.
I'm going to pay 1 for Concordant Crossroads. So everything has haste.
Everybody plays.
Everything.
Oh,
all
crap.
the stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I swing at Melissa with my Kaseto Gigantoplasm and I pump it once, so it's unblockable, so it's a 4/4.
Yep.
Then I'll pass the turn and hopefully not die.
So I'm really confused because that went like in a lot of circles logically. Am I still obligated not to kill him? Melissa says she will kill me last, meaning she is not a threat to me until both Jimmy and Josh are gone, but I can't attack Jimmy because of our deal, but he can't attack me. He's supposed to be attacking Melissa, but he just made a deal with Melissa not to attack her with his dragon, but he says that doesn't include other creatures, and I don't know. I wish I just kind of killed both of them. Let's see, I can't attack Josh, I can't attack Melissa, I can't attack Jimmy.
What do you mean?
Why can't you attack
Because you
me?
made agreements.
Because you made an agreement that you would kill me last, and that's important with you.
Gotcha.
With you, you're nothing at this point. I'm just gonna kill you.
We made an agreement.
We did, and I'll honor it. We'll see if you're the one who violates it. I play Oran Viper,
Oh, nice.
and apparently I'm passing the turn.
The way that I viewed this game was that if Jimmy or Prof died first, Josh would just win. He has all this mana untapped, he has about 100 cards in his hand, so I'm trying to figure out what is my plan. So I cast Court of Calling on end step. I don't even know what I'm gonna get at this point. I was just hoping to bait something out, make someone do something.
I don't know what she can get or what's in the deck.
I feel like I have to Swan Song it.
Okay, so I get a bird.
You get a birdie.
That's all I wanted. So that's great because he tapped his mana, got a card out of his hand, and now there's just less options to him on my turn. I
right,
will
so-
untap 1 million permanents. So I'm playing Dragon Lord Dromoka.
What a card.
This is like the worst card I could possibly imagine because I can't counter it. And once it's out, I can't actually play anything else during her turn.
Once this card hit the battlefield, I just could do anything that I wanted. Play the Acidic Slime
Yep.
on the Glacial Chasm. Then I'm going to Quarantine Field for 8.
So you get to exile 8 permanents or non-land permanents.
So it's going to be 3,
3.
4, 5, 6, 7, and another one. Oh, what's the
Oh man, there's not even enough targets that you would actually care about.
Takes out all of my enchantments, and I'm just, the shields are down.
So 4, 8, 12,
16,
16,
18.
18,
I'm dead from that.
and these can go after Jimmy.
So she swings at me with a bunch of creatures, swings at Josh with a bunch of creatures.
There's nothing I can do at that point.
Womp womp.
I've been bleeding out for a while. I managed to bandage some wounds.
Wait, we died at the same time, so we should
did
die
die
at the same time. So we should die at once. Ready? 3.
Well, you mazed with one creature.
Yeah.
So like
but
you
I
like
still died.
You're like you use your sword to knock one thing out of the way, and then we all just What? What was that?
I had a little bit left.
I had nothing left.
I was like, the Black Knight always triumphs.
Everyone thinks I'm dead here, but she has to wait an entire turn before attacking me due to our agreement.
Prof, can you steal it?
Maybe. Bring in Kaseto.
Okay.
I pass the turn, she swings in with everything, and I do this. But I can't do it.
Dromoka, man. Dragon Lord Dromoka.
Yep. So it's my turn. Swing with all of my stuff. Actually, everything had vigilance, so swing with all my stuff, and I win.
Really impressive. I gotta hand it to Melissa. She did a great job sealing the game out, and it was a really fun way to lose. I'll say that much.
Really fun day. It's really great to get together with friends, have a good time. Prof, always a good time, always entertaining at the table.
What I like about Commander is the creativity. It allows me to play a deck that I wouldn't otherwise be able to play.
There's some really, really, really amazing Magic minds out there. Melissa's one of them. So being able to see it up close, it's super great. You know, Probably one of the highlights of game nights for me so far.
And it's always fun when I get to play my favorite card, so today was a great day.
Commander is a fun format, and we have fun when we play. It's not about who wins or loses first all the time. It's about fun with your friends.